Russia in the War of Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714. Russia played little to no direct role in the War of Spanish Succession, 1701 to 1714, as it was primarily focused on the Great Northern War, 1700 to 1721, against Sweden. Under the rule of Peter the Great, Russia was engaged in an ambitious military campaign to expand its influence in the Baltic region and secure access to warm water ports. 1. Russia's focus on the Great Northern War. While much of Europe was embroiled in the Spanish succession conflict, Russia was locked in a struggle with Sweden, Poland-Lithuania, and other powers in Northern Europe. The war was crucial for Russia's long-term goals of territorial expansion and military modernization. Russia's key objectives were breaking Swedish dominance in the Baltic, gaining access to the sea for trade and military purposes, strengthening its army and navy as part of Peter the Great's reforms. 2. Russia's diplomatic position. Russia was not officially aligned with either side in the War of Spanish Succession, but it maintained diplomatic relations with members of the Grand Alliance, especially Austria and Britain. Peter the Great sought alliances to counter Sweden's influence, but his focus remained on Northern Europe rather than the power struggle in Spain. 3. Indirect impact of the war. The War of Spanish Succession indirectly benefited Russia by keeping European powers preoccupied. With France, Austria, and Britain focused on the Succession War, Russia faced less interference in its campaigns against Sweden. This allowed Peter the Great to achieve major victories, such as the Battle of Poltava, 1709, which marked the beginning of Sweden's decline as a great power. While Russia was not involved in the War of Spanish Succession, the conflict indirectly helped its rise as a European power. By focusing on the Great Northern War, Russia was able to defeat Sweden and establish itself as a dominant force in the Baltic region, paving the way for its future influence in European affairs.